Moon in the company G2 said there were some elementary
mistakes.
Yes, I mean, so we just have to go through it and fix opportunity for appeal. Yes, so at the end of the day, the grapha, the basic. But at the end of the day, just go through the process and you'll be fine. I'm sure some may slightly disappointed. Rumors by even before verdict waiver, but me person me my dream because
rumors in the but say we say seven prayers. Your man penny go be you be minister. I want them to be back.
No correct.
You have 2 months for Timothy.
No correct.
And that's the work of the media. The media will always investigate and find ways to bring it up by bunch. I say calculated bibia.
Absolutely.
Me know we are against it. The last time I checked Edin Komo Ojitum say, with respect to Nanami Yao, the end of me mistake. Said Nanami Yao, statutory declaration the koi, name one signing form. Obviously, what you mean mistake. Now the issue of Jeff Dieno, Hona,
and Chairman Enuna, George Camp also requested for a few documents, videos beyond which me access, maybe some more questions or team nankasemu baby. So I'm sure said they'll remedy these errors now.
Letter elections committee Ndagoma George say those proceedings cannot be made public.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Or letter no.
That's unfortunate.
Almost say they can only make it available if the appeals committee so orders.
No.
Nah,
So apply for a position. What disqualify no? I was so many grounds for disqualification. Yes, grounds for disqualification. So or yes or counter. I was so now proving umano your own in the disqualification letter. Jeff, this the video we spoke to Battels. There's the video. Release it to the applicant. And natural justice. That when we tell Banisana now money power drain. I
say I dive into me letter no Jakes I'm directed I know who are there near Krata no I die in Kaseka Kana Facebook live intimate kind good. Or say letter requesting unedited videos of the vetting refers. The content of your letter is well received by the independent GFA elections committee, and the committee wishes to respond as follows. 1. The work, vetting, discussions, deliberations, processes leading to the decision making of the elections committee, same as disciplinary committee, appeals committee, FIFA elections committees, FIFA disciplinary committee, and appeals committee and panel of the court of arbitration of sports are not shared with parties or public. I must say, a Juma independent elections committee be abeye. Any of decision, any of vetting, any discussions, any deliberations. Yen fam mo bia. I must say independent discipline committee, appeals committee, FIFA elections committees, FIFA disciplinary committees, and the appeals committee, and the panel of court of arbitration of sports. I must say, deliberations. They cannot make it public, and as ultimately share with any party.
No, but Chairman, elections.
I'll say what is shared with parties, and in some cases with the public, is the written decision containing the record of proceedings and decisions on the issues concerned. You will note that the decision of the GFA Elections Committee in your case is extensive and contains the record of proceedings and the grounds on the issues or matters concerned. The videos are made available only to the appellate body when there is any dispute of fact or not dispute of law. When there is a dispute of fact, and if the appellant body so orders, I think it's a mistake. So orders, it's any elections committee to. In fact, elections committee letter normally I'm sure say on my own graphics normally we in Ashimza. Well, we have a mistake. We're going 2023 GFA presidential over GKA presidential. Okay, I don't know. When you research, Kaka, so yaba issue we so Anika says Fire mu amano ne nyan kwhwe onsem ye wi anese de aka nyina no enso atwaso but yan community so say the camp of Georgia Free I appeal to elections committee no omo ayi no mo de ba no omo appeal nti eno so onsem ye de beba.
It's a problem.
But Germany for saying no.
Yeah. And
how many Japan no? 4.
Yeah, 4. Surprising. In fact, statistics.
Now it goes no 2 after 2 no. 3 and 4 no twice would say.
Statistics scratch has 4 wins out of 17. And Hansi Flick now they call Saudi. So the last 2 World Cups no, Russia 2018 in Saudi. Sorry, Qatar 2022. Nina no Germany anyadie and no baby hosted tournament. One of our legends, I think he's the director of national teams, Rudi Vula. Yes, so can you say we need a new impulse, we need new confidence, we need enthusiasm ahead of the Euros. And so Babe hosted a major tournament such as the Euros. Eofie, na national team no more demonu so enia. I think politically leadership will decide. Say, okay, the only scapegoat now, a manager, and he's lost his job. But beyond that, I think that Germany will problem with quality. Because Michel Germany, for example, goalkeepers, Calvin Trapp, and Frank Frankfurt. I think he's a C plus goalkeeper. Oliver Bullman, or a C plus goalkeeper. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, A, fine. Defenders, Rudiger, A minus. Nicolas Sule, C. Jonathan Tah,
Rudiger,
C.
A minus.
Rudiger,
A go B,
oh, A minus. So Real Madrid in team.
A B.
Oh,
B.
Oh no, Real Madrid. Robin Gosson, C. Benjamin Hendricks, C. Nico Schlotterberg, C. Malik Chow, B plus. Midfielders Pascal Gross, C. Ilkay Gundogan, A. Emre Can, B minus. Joshua Kimmich, A plus. Julian Brandt, B minus. Florian Wirtz, C. Jamal Musiala, A. Thomas Müller, B minus. Jonas Hoffman, Germany who players. C. Serge Gnabry, B minus. Leroy Sani, B minus. Kai Havertz, D minus. Wait, Chairman, Germany have a problem with quality now. And yet in Kano, Germany now consistently, or more, a pool of a certain level. The Germany bar, at least Philip Lam Jinaha, at least or Michel Ballack, or Miroslav Klose, but that's not the story today. Robales case, and now Panama interview with Piers Morgan, and we are sure it's a movie director now, no pay many movie title be amount. One case is all it takes. Wait me a true story I found, and now kiss your job goodbye, and so wait me a story I found. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Me cry. Movies name. Italians name Spanish there. Or Dobby no Caribbean no South Americans no. Rosalinda no musa movies series. They have that similarity. Bibiani a kiss, Bibia a hug. But it's unfortunate. I think sir. no oni adwe won itirimu ni adwen bone won but England for ya omo na ntumi anje cap no they blew the case out of proportion. I think say first initially I discussed this story I had calls from Spain omo guys Abayiwa no cry the over Spain one of the most popular footballers from here lesbians obia the most Spain but me sure say ono abetua the lessons or jitu mu say bebi aduru no ontumi nkoya akwansidie Spain and Iberians Portugal for no Messi out on World Cup 2030 including Morocco no more pese on me a joint bid into no ono no akwaye yona e wo nsi oni mu dia on be yinasi but most importantly me pese yetie for omo celebrities omo popular you know there's in this new world wiase fufuro ya ye wo mi you will be a friend of cancel culture cancel you be twa udin afrim into and the definition is clear. Cancel culture. My second one. Now we'll be a simple advice. Cancel culture refers to the popular practice of withdrawing support, counseling or cancelling public figures and companies after they've had or after they've done or said something considered objectable and offensive. Cancel culture is generally discussed as being performed on social media in the form of group shaming. Until we are celebrity, we are nipa bi amanfo you know, mama fa we any example. Abrante ya no but nyuma the power Ghana ni why grade. Why grade. Minim dey see ya am say programs here bi okojuna stage say bi okoyi ni be mai they'll kill your career. You'll be cancelled. First now I call out. Oh, why you say ni aka I know now prominent American movie directors no R. Kelly no nyina say see omo anya trouble see but there's a new enye necessarily new but a sound system ni mu because of the new world I wom until you be it's just a case you know where we win World Cup where share players but a 70 by you know said you Messi in fact a brand we me can rebellious not some no I still don't get it. CNN oh God big story and headlines but you it's unfortunate he just have to I was so lessons from Sana Brabonet here then he moves on but the person in conclusion the person obia drink osisu say we are na ye wom se sia ha no one show who ye the least mistake you be cancelled out of life and it's just a case a simple it's simple a case and amana elusu the position on the UEFA board the position within FIFA and the president of the Spanish Football Federation no me winning World Cup so the essence of the celebration no be following Spain for World Cup win no omu jai chiredi eko concentrate on a case. And we're living in a feminine world, says here. Only man who deal and for especially for celebrities, no, there's this new thing we call cancel culture. But could be so a friend woke, and also you know, what in your media ground and your maybe foul. It's unfortunate, but that's how the world is now.
I would say Kai Havertz man is saying.
I mean, man, no, Kai Havertz money D-. No, chairman, look. No, how
many Africa when any D-.
Oh, so or Arsenal or a prominent player.
To see be cry.
Oh, chairman said Germany is your more strike or money man or more than a baby any more Kai Havertz. Coach Pamani Bepamu. Players nini ho. You have no players. Jonas Hoffman that's one national team. Chairman.
Okay, Mate. Remember I was back so because you hear about it. Only say Ghana your volleyball team our Egypt.
Okay.
Almost say Canada and so many more to go about from the hotel. You told the hotel because of $12,000. Some of the cap. It even game also they couldn't play. Arose Mekosu Egypt. Honum. And I mean a number of calls. You so try to be normal. I'm gonna get to Abi.
So I think Germany problem there cycle.
Are you clever chamber for say?
Yeah.
Germany has never been about individuals, about coercion.
Yeah, sure.
But Ojide say coercion. Kwagula Abizo on the Ojide is a sign of too many foreign players now into Bayern Munich and Dortmund. Ama can two teams in me look quite for me a national team. Yeah. But I say because of an internal cohesion,
say what they need to understand. Say, we have one team. I'll be so forever. Game no sanity. I say life. Ube dominate. I'll be Drew baby. And say folly. Na baku so I take it over. It's over club football. We're from City. Whoever told City will come. Like Japan, for some time ago. How will you see City? But they are dominating. Now, here's a year reverse. Look at Manchester United. They are backtracking. Almost start here still in working. Also, Arsenal to me, but no more put to challenge. Liverpool went down. They also came up again. Omo put to challenge no more call. So, Chairman, it's got to do with a cycle. It's Ombe dominated to extent, but Ombe started falling. Germany fall na Kasano. Or her World Cup no more in the cry. It was so evident. Say team no back from to that point. So that's how it is. So they need to rebuild and come back to the level. So Drew, sir, what you need to do is to rebuild and come. Rebuild but what you say is that there are certain players more exits. Now if there are no players who are in now or more the potentials no should play for some time and come. Their problem, they say Euro now are very close. And then they a bit of a problem. But I think these things in the clubs, even if you look at Brazil and the World Cup, and World Cup, I heard Brazil as the clear favorite. But when was the last time Brazil won the World Cup? If it gets into the semi-final or quarter-final, it's becoming a problem for Brazil, irrespective of style. And then Brazil are being beaten by African team, for that matter, Cameroon, the World Cup and all that. In the chairman, a cycle. One with their match as a Ghana national team, they over the top 650 in the world. I count, but a time came out who were the best movers in there. You drew our level, no? At the World Cup and all the major tournament, we excelled. I was say Germans as you understand is a cycle. Our more quiet to that point. Even England, it got to a time, chairman. Every major tournament, England the players in Yabe. But in recent, at least, we to make it semi-final. Be no one make it way be in all their way. I think say a cycle. And now at your more, they need to rebuild and come.
Okay. Well, the issue of Anthony Sonanka was because Obiobia new title say my case, my job. Say unya kisipe your job off case my had the binia Ghana had the binia Ghana and Kobe and go nyesho zenka gizo when so bia benzo so mami bia so tubiri kaji yanajo or police station o misa se mami ade o say obia repi mo say why Simikunu. No, me not a chill. Obia serving in jail for anyway, but that is not to say it doesn't happen. It happens in marriages all the time. But I'm on an issue. I know. Okay. Anthony case in the house was in the case in the Ababa on the chat. So when your baby and the chat, the same man to Facebook near Yama chat no on Ababa and chat. I need to know. But I'm messing with chatting it. A man I will tell you now. I was sending to hotel. Mobile from Pa. Ghana Quina, Anthony Mr. Gonzales or Farmer. Oh, guys not testing on Fino. Not the press or phones. So I have again. I saw to the just say, and I create issue. Just say, Obani Yakaya. I some system now. Omutimid. Tina Matia said it in an anonymous Papa no Mobile former year no Ghana. No, the Moko. Gonzo and the voice near for one. The cost one, so another man try. Say Obana, which you have fun, Eden Mowry to Tinhuzi. We are not afraid now, and no Africa just say, oh, I be you buy your any money at all. Oh, just say, we are so how I don't know. Anyway, I'm ready. Now, the Ghana Football Association Awards, so. Yeah, the list of all the award winners in the Bibiano. Yeah, the ones already. And some every president, the two that else were banimum. You go quick one on the elections, once and some no. Cano. And well, Mami Sankobio, because on now so on TSS, Omama record of proceedings. No? Yeah. In fact, record of proceedings is also Mama. Name video footage. Yeah. Almost say FIFA. To member association. Okay, Chairman, first of all, kind FIFA and account for election regulations, no. But again, I must say, Ghana Football Association election regulation is the most vague
regulations be the powers nema committee members need too much because me kind regulations didn't say Adam Musa they are at say article be ana any event be any regulations anymore. The elections committee was our power not to decide, and that's final. Yeah. How is that possible, Chairman? It is at their discretion. But I'm sure how it will pan out. I think based on these articles, the applicant in Owura Georgia Free and any team have the right to some of these documents. First of all, in Article 2.1, it says the general good governance principle, such as separation of powers, independence, transparency, obligation to avoid situations of conflict of interest. That's the principles and obligations of the elections committee. It's one, the entire Article 2.1, the issue of transparency. So we bibi no say 2 minutes won sam dia wo ye no enim ranim obianka say ye say ni say wo ho kwan say obeye dia obeye nanso so pesa ade ni mu da ho fine no obia ho to na o say directors no mo sign no be sign documents and endorsement ma Georgia Free no omo endorsement ni papa e na ofre omo no ye video call oni Kuku Batel so ne Jeffrey Asare no mu kasa o video so omo so agitum say no krani signatures no mo sign na ni so omo say Kuku Batel so ni Jeffrey Asare so say no kre onye director nti na ni so sign why is our video recordings ni nyina ho na say nipa no disqualify na for the processes or for the sake of transparency. Why don't you make those videos available to the applicant? Nani hontono, nani amount for and doubts. Don't create those doubts.
I'll say I'm to me for Majumedino and Twabontinsa. Nemum to establish facts. Almost no law. Facts. Seb Ekobase Jeffrey Asare Ekatre the camp of Georgia Free say almost frame yampa but man kada. So me choose a director.
No correct.
Sano, it becomes an issue of facts.
Facts, yes.
Ethiopia said that the free in his appeal. Etra say, your appeal is blah 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 blah. But on the issue of even Jeffrey Asare, I'm some friend, and in the year, Jeffrey is telling us, and we believe him. Say, I'm a friend, all right. But why at no point?
Why don't you make that video available to the applicant?
I'm so to make it available.
No, Chairman.
I'm making it available to you. I'm making it available to the public.
Really, to the applicant? Nipa no apply adieno. Okay, fine.
Also, record of proceedings written one.
Chairman, Article 6 indicates that the decisions taken by the decisions shall be recorded in minutes and in videos and signed by the chairperson and by the secretary of the election. You have the videos. You have the documents. So Bibia Banawa and Georgia Free any new person to our football. Oh, I said George no one change be afraid no more football. Look, it is your turn today. Next time it might not be your turn. And for the sake of transparency, why don't you open up? Because what kind of whole even the processes of appeal for presidential candidates, any regulations appeal for executive council members, no regulations. So why I know crown almost stand no hifa. Chairman, Article 9.3. Article 9.3. Also, the appeals committee may decide to accept fresh evidence and documents that were provided by the relevant candidates together with the initial candidature. Even this is the appeal procedure for the executive council. So if the appeal committee may decide to accept fresh evidence and documents, and even in this case, it said may. So it's possible say appeals committee with the fresh evidence or say evidence we mean into it should have been shall because the appeals committee has and it's was said the piano or fresh evidence be against a certain decision. I was so to me this have fresh evidence to go to many. So in this election regulations is indicating the appeals committee may accept. Chairman, this election regulations there, Nukreni regulations way there. I blame the normalization committee.
Why should you blame them?
They wrote this.
Blame the clubs. They were in a hurry to see the back of the normalization committee. Until everything. Normalization committee election no even opened up to the level of say Obi Enikwasi and Strinley said director of a club.
Yes.
Because Obuha maybe a ordinary person, but maybe a lot of knowledge about running the football. You know. And it's even they agreed that they also say you need a club to nominate you.
Yes.
But not necessarily say wow, yeah, you know, your club need to endorse you. Here in one of the clubs here. And the government the Clinton here some can say they should open it up.
Yes.
Clubs say no. And when they all the clubs were there. All those people were there.
This issue about endorsement, well, I'm hoping it can be rectified as soon as possible through the appeals processes. But a lightweight issue. Chairman, the most dangerous article in this whole election regulations, Article 23(2). All matters relating to the running of elections that are not covered by these regulations on elections and by the statutes and regulations of the Ghana Football Association shall be ruled upon by the Elections Committee, whose decision shall be final. Goodness me. Elections Committee, look, yes, you have the law backing you, you have this, but please apply common sense. This is a common sense issue because we are talking about the transparency of an election. Someone who spent 50,000 Ghana cedis to buy a nomination form. It shows any panania break. So, ordinary number 2 and only documents but 2 and now disqualifying through IMRA processes now. Obiani any asem. Now, so any pan person ya appeal. Now, unyina swallow the disqualifying or say Fabra na me hwe. O say no, oh yes, Sana, then you are releasing the information to the public. But what you said about Jeffrey Asari, what you said about Kuku Battles, and you're into the public domain, Dana. Is it possible, sir, videos now, and some editing videos, maybe? Possible some editing videos, maybe? Why are you scared of releasing the videos to the applicant?
Maybe a man who can release the video, man.
I'm
on my record of proceedings.
No, Chairman.
Proceedings I go court. I was a court of arbitration for sports.
This is a committee, Chairman.
I was a court of arbitration for sports. So, can I say, can I say, millionaire? Won't you mean Cassian?
Chairman, into me chassis and mankind. CAS, mankind, FIFA, and CAF for election regulations. But in my estimation, this is a commonsensical issue. Because our election regulations where I had more Ghana had there. Chairman, it is so useless. So useless. Into powers no media committee, you know. Committee bet me be bia. On bet just say too much. Too much. As soon as possible for justice to prevail in future elections, no. I was here regulations.
But Adeba Kukwe want to say. Almost said regulations are silent on it. Up to elections committee.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Said then they will refer to be a FIFA.
No, even Chairman,
FIFA regulation.
Even with the approval of the executive council. How is it possible, say, a committee of the Ghana Football Association?
Independent body. Chairman, man, go say, yes.
I said, Chairman, some way the powers no nti on nti ho no na obia na person dream biano because social regulations we part their chama person mafia or be mafia easy because there's so much power that even in the regulations it has no articles on presidential candidates in terms of appeals need executive council members. So why do we create a problem for ourselves? Yes, you have now your final decision maker, but yeah, now one kokoti ne ben be mendable. Genuine bitum. Oh, Nipano say Jeffrey Asari say no credit nini so sign Kuku Battles so nim Jeffrey Asari. Yani omadi nkomo ora George Free nkomo ni yani omudi no video ni nie. Ono so ahia ne nkrofo no credit Jeff ye say Kuku Battles and Paul ye say based on that they can write their appeal. Into appeal no den omo gina so atro. Into person mo san ko waste your time ana. Because you have the powers to do that. Mr. Election Committee members no. Baby omo gina no nei no. Virtually they become the bloodline for our football because Enra had to ball friendly. Share the bars around it. Share Asan Kotko ball under floodlights against Israel Enra. Fantastic game. Obia share Mr. Ghana Premier League match me here. But there's a committee at the Football Association. Yamu to me bebrea. Domo yeno. One shall be Jane say omo ye nyoma ni be a favor obi. And in my estimation, this is so unfair. Look, say to Abano bottom up to bottom. I don't have a problem. But in the cases of appeal, because this is an investment, Nippon are investing the time and resources. Drew appealer, I saw the neighbor be Diagro. I said, oh, no, this is not fair, Chairman. This is not fair at all.
Okay, Maxwell.
Chairman.
Elections.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to be recording in Georgia Free Camp.
Chairman, but some bizarre question. Say, we a country, association, and organization now or laws in your bada. Who to me achieve good things, Anna? Does it work that way?
I'm running well. The chance of to be achieved.
Okay, in saying Ghana, you achieve this in football and almost Bibiano. That is the big
football man.
Oh, not same will be a case plus Emra in the papa. I say, how grobina. That is the results I say, I grobini edi. Clearly, because Kabebia ye drew as a country, say a football nation. Chairman, at least 100%. But about 60-70% said you may be explicit. No beating it to say these people are really moving up. But what my brother has done, it means that Chama Yedi agro. And clearly it results in and some bizarre question says, say, Womranya, Utminyan, your my patrum rangana. Into the genesis of Ghana, you're born baby a corner and one imran. One, George Moore appeal no more concrete, may irrelevant. And for him, of course, a process because one can say they've been in before, and so many what to do. So a normal process, but Chairman, do you really agree? So appeal or more change baby, but and change it because I didn't know my a well calculated with the law. Also, this is what we call we are ruling, not rule of law, but ruling by the law. Meaning that ultimately you so run the idea. But rule of law is when Emran guide you to do good. There are differences in it. Why am I saying this? About the second one, I make a rule by law now. Chema, why say be our government? How bet me parking the judiciary baby with your people? You can do all those things. And maybe the cockroach what those they mean winning. It's been a system in Africa for a very long time.
But you share the substance. That's
Chema, maybe one area be on a mess. Sa 22 players near they call. Omodi issue called cars. No, why am I mom suspension? Is not the same FA with the judicial committee and any other committee with it. Is not the same FA. Yeah, quite any cars here.
Almost say.
Why exonerated how many players?
Almost based on almost say technicalities. Good. How here.
But when the decision came, some of us or some people believe that it was right. But call cars. All the 22 players were exonerated. So it means that we more decision normally, but despite the law. 100% accurate. There might be discrepancies and there must be kakra a woman until the American as it's me who showdown and this showdown it might go to cast. This elections are organic in a showdown we be cast because I personally don't believe say with what my brother has said no some of the kwa appeal crab be free ma be and free mama. So the very place I be quiet cast so most often you take a decision be our hand na call penny a reverse at the end. Or me, what I'm trying to say is this: election year the rules lay down procedure near there. So my internet year say obi be nominate you. Now no when you almost on bend also. It is one to me and go through that processes on legal ways. The I see it to me you from and we all understand. But these people are also fighting on another issue. For example, to saw DNA, they believe say thank you from Nanko to me which we agree. Now Jeff is saying say. Yeah, you spoke with me. But man can say, where's man can into chairman? Debbie also they spoke to him like what Obi said. Say, Omone ne kasa bibia with the video.
But they say George go for say, Omo pe videos no. Ana a committee say videos no omo ntimi fa ma. But until no match on writing until yinim.
Then
the only time on the video but when the appellant body no. For instance, say the appeals committee George no appeal on and say, appeal and say, nowhere did Jeff say in the video call, say he's not a signatory.
Okay.
Now that is not a matter of law. That is a matter of facts. We have to establish it. It's a minute there. The appeals committee can order the elections committee to produce the video.
The video.
Our video no, they won't give it to George Mo.
So
they'll use the video to establish that fact.
Okay, someone. So the Uncle George Mbetumi and he said they should appeal to the appeals committee to get the videos. Appeals committee in your videos now, the Bema applicants.
Yeah, sure.
Not entirely, not like that.
Because Chairman,
because the only time they say for fact based, not law.
Yes,
not
well, facts.
Facts.
Yes, facts.
Now, you must say the facts before you even ask of the video. OG video no based on the fact that if you when you're contrary, you know we so can
absolutely.
Unless a judge no because a Jeff will say one kasa.
Yes, and I know the idea. Oh, Chairman, they say the Chebeba. No, Jeff, the idea Chebeba say look, one can decide there. Me, I still have a problem why Jeffrey Asari will go and sign all of these endorsements. Look, me, and also another issue for another discussion because you know maybe who send your system is it here. Who kakra. Because the very moment they see Jeffrey Asari's name in there, the sort of scrutiny on Bayano beyond the normal. Into a call Registrar General, Eko J, Kuku Batel's team no list of directors. Under normal circumstance, it's Abdul Salam Omuko, Minya shows Abdul Salam Omuko Registrar General Koye Bibiao, George Minya shows Omuko Registrar General Kojeke, Diana Stars directors and all of that. But there are certain names, sir. Man for and Chama Ya Daniel Odro, Ghana Web, former Joy. Our committee this so. I think they should be flexible. That's my point. Because also the Kwakoma Appeals Committee now, Appeals Committee will release it to the applicant. Or the Bemomo said this is the evidence. Okay, you said this is the evidence, and they'll get to know. So why don't you give it to them? They prepare their defense, prepare their evidence. If they decide, okay, hey, Uncle George in second videos, hey Jeff, I didn't buy a new crow. So now, oh no, the Oko Kanye. And you appeal you're disqualified.
That's the amount. You don't need a video.
Oh, Chairman.
No.
It's
just like saying that
my elections committee, no, or myself, no, the ink, they have the WhatsApp videos. Why did they put it there?
I told us it's our called discipline committee. Oh, come on, Discipline committee, the ruling bad. The only thing I requested for a record of proceedings, not the video.
But the
record of proceedings, asking, we asked you this, you said this, we asked you this, you said this. We can give you that document. But the video, no.
What's the difference between what's the difference between the written, the audio, and the visual? A different thing like evidence.
Because what's in the video now, you better. Until when we give, what difference does it make?
And the makers or say, Emremuno, or no the brothers or the channel, and Manu Quans or the mount. Or say,
or no, making reference to FIFA, Nikas.
Exactly. It's no or no designs on Fama. But I'll say the only time we'll bet him the amount.
Okay.
And they say appeals committee, no. Ever say elections committee they say
on produce
when was someone mechanical almost say Ebia and someone who beside Jeffrey Asari just added it. Oh
yeah.
And that's what the truth to almost so. It is to prove it, they will bring it. If they have all of the people who have to watch it. Our appeals committee level, they will not give it to you.
Okay, so
they will not give it to you. They will show it to you. They will play the thing. It happens in court. That time one video, you have a court. No, be happy.
Yeah.
Eti yaba nebia Jeff you be we but what I'm saying is that Georgia Free and camp no they make some very bad mistakes
of course,
especially in this political climate of our football. You don't make that kind of mistake.
And even looking at what is ahead, you
don't make that kind of mistake. For instance, Nana me out there. One signing. How? You want to be the president, and you know the system will be against you.
You should be sharp.
Oh, and Jeff, the FA elections nominations be closing on the 11th. On the 11th of August. On the 11th of August, not Jeff was signing.
Yeah.
What I say?
Yeah.
Vetting was done on the 21st of August.
Yes.
The letter from Victory Warriors about the 22nd of August. And then say, as at the time he signed, he was not qualified to sign.
Oh, yes. That's according to the elections committee.
That's according to the elections committee.
Yes.
So now, say no, George num dia no class pa. George num case no. The Jeff as an official of a member of the association can also decide to take the matter on say.
Oh yes.
And also yes separate.
Yeah.
Case
yes. Or counter
the
decision of okay.
That is what you do. No proceeding. You gonna video at the end.
Oh, chairman. Chairman. No video. No. Just to start. No. The internet be kind article 2. No.
Yeah.
But say Jeff. Okay. Now because manka. O say yes. You go a case. Also, your case against the elections committee. Yeah. So now you fight the elections committee on your own. Oh, but as a member of the association who is being deprived of now your friend saying the right as a member who's an official of a member.
Yes.
I'm Raman who can also sign.
Yes.
It will say legally who are basis to sign. You show the petition.
Yes. So or say the evidence near. Okay, there are two things here. I'm just hoping say Jeffrey Asare ni Kuku Battles no. Or more, you know, more also record your more. You get me video call they cause also no in political terrain now also why extra careful.
I understand some of catch us said this call is being recorded.
Yes, so you have to record yourself as well.
That's it. You should
now also record yourself. So in this case, if they don't have that record, say Jeffrey Nibi only recordings of data. My principles have guideline principle of transparency. I don't know person be the edge man.
Okay.
Because
so be almost a Bonibiani. Releasing the video.
Exactly.
What is there? What is in the video? What is in the video? Because what kind of regulations now? GFA regulations way. Makase Kumasi Technical University SRC elections guidelines crown for so say FADN. It is so empty. So empty. And I know that my only worry is President Kett. Today is you. Maybe tomorrow it will be against you. I know I am careful kakra because you should run. It's clear they have the decision final and all of that, but it's come out because you are incumbent. Maybe tomorrow you'll be opposition and they'll use the same laws against you.
And I say even President Kett, you can decide that listen. Yes. This association doesn't have a good name out there. Exactly. We want to clear in the minds of people say we are a transparent institution.
Absolutely.
Please, the elections committee is independent there, but you plead with them that listen, please, now on to be fighting the case because I am sure, I want to believe, say, President Kett Okraku will even like the idea of being on a ballot with someone. I will be voting. I will be winning, which will reaffirm football's trust in you.
Absolutely.
Than so Kwamako Nabia Obia no contest. What's the point I say? Because when you say genuinely, he even gives you an idea how football sees you. You heard the last election. President Akufo-Addo, 8 years ago, before the last election, he won by over 2 million votes, right? Mm. The last election, that vote was cut
very tight.
Down, way down.
Yeah.
Who your president, it gives you a clear indication.
Yeah.
Say, people are not really happy with your government.
Absolutely.
And I say, I'm for you to trust Kakanti. It means that on for Nipa now it be shifted to the other side, which means that they are not too okay with how or governing style or probably their way of living or BB. And Kebia Kett. Kebia, the Muyana Kebia Ketuabano, 27th. Jogger free Eboha, so a first or a second, second first or a second. Yeah, no matter Tuabano, where you simple majority. Maybe a cat when you're 90%.
Yes.
When you're 90%, and what it means is that first, no, when you're 44, when you're 40, and the coin when you're 50 something, when you're away, it's the same rather no. Football confidence in you by your members, your members have skyrocketed. There's no more Didier so you can turn things around. Then, Juma, South Korea election, now Vekoba, now 123, Unya 63. Oh, now when you're a sister, it's just a system now, until it becomes a good platform to even know what people feel.
Exactly.
But sad say, of course, that is not in any way to say you should dwell on an illegality.
Just to make things happen.
But quite say now say a friend of Mama Bessign. It's now something to
Chairman, what kind of you're right, but in Ghana near system, the side didn't work it. the entire NY can say even from the top a bad general election they buying now. So being out be sit or better not true no so even when people are contesting, people will raise questions why are you contesting? And I keep on saying this. Maybe I might take it lightly. But Kets in the camp, they know what it is that we all don't know.
I don't know how they check Kets. I'm say I want to Kets camp too.
No, I'm not saying so. I'm
too okay with.
What's now? Can say. Enka or no cranka say yemfa mom when be being contested. They say they wouldn't want somebody to contest, and they didn't even want George to contest. Oh, because it's been a precedent. After the first one, second, third, what happened? Who's the last Obi Ban message? So be a corner post. Me see election we so be contest ya tema.
You just have to put say na the free Kenyan take you na no more disqualify for. It in the be one any on Canada.
Yeah, tema. So it's that even Mr. Yante, we all thought say two ababi obe winning by 300 or so percent, but still, no person be able contested. It's not true. Me say, the woman say, Chairman, as some nebu I can. Oh, don't junior my bin. Me say. I told you a year ago, I was informed by two people say
spiritual people.
Debbie Menka spiritual, man for spiritual also. Said the only way can continues or be called on the post, so you should work on that. It's me a very much surprise I didn't hear that line. And they themselves are because election year 12 be a big crowd a chance to win. But the chance not to be winning and yet landslide to say the outside no. And I make us say
but take Kets pro Kets arguments.
Yeah.
Be almost say and meaning so because it was in a very unofficial at the stadium. I'll make it come and say Nipa 5 ground man also form me unya be na aso be the president.
No problem no chairman.
So my point is that if truly me Oketokweku come na me the key advisor, I'll tell him that President, I know the elections committee is independent, but can't you have any way of talking to any member of that? He said, Kambe Amuma hula balloon is not good for the image of the association.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I can't say more about Obi for also submission and Yaji. This the common sense transparency bit.
Yes, simple.
Because I know the Ket camp feels that if election should be held today, with even Sir George was a 100 contested, they will get over 90%.
Chairman,
so if that is the feeling,
why worry?
Then I don't think that elections committee for are doing any good to Ket or to our elections.
That is on the outside, but in the inside it's different. This is what you don't really want to take.
Oh, inside.
Chairman,
Premier League, we can vote on
Chairman, missing Nyabotre. Okay. On the outside, it looks different from on the inside. He might win although, but on the inside, he might not get those votes now. They know, Sabi, so almost they are in the game. They know what's up in the game. So I hope you understand. And the American, if advice out the market, more funny and get the outcome and ready. Because they benefit. And I say FA elections and I say Ghana, so big to swap. Obi crowd contest no so I don't know. Even some saying we all believe so on your standing election will be winning hands down. But consistently wants to go unopposed. And the question is why? It's chairman again. Almost that the system is such that so when you him so kind of why you bet me mafia.
But that is the wrong system.
Ghana your system no pretty. It's last time make us look at most of these businessmen today. What they do is because when you enter Hana way about what problem. Ain't nipa bebre endorse e bia na obe fighting to get people to endorse for you. Bebre na so say omu yi omo ni might be a problem. Kakra bi na omu fit say ye nancy ha no mbe. But on the day obi obetumi den say gu na chichema, how will you know? What massive na make us. What I'm trying to say is that this election no nke be one of the key contested. I keep saying it. No matter the processes near there so I really think say a loss no and a day through this point. It's not being Kabisa say. Can we have bad laws and also be successful in our venture now, which is wrong? Until we need to do correction to these things. You don't blame Kets and all those guys. No few say, Bibu Amrana commission. Then I make a say we mama take a decision. Be break cars be a mungu. It's because of this bogus laws. I want to drew cars or mubogu and cars no mubogu no. And who no making reference now? Or no reference now make. I don't need to be on bomb issues.
But in all this, as much as I can say no. Yes, Sikan in Channel Inferno, you try. Georgia Free's camp has disappointed a lot of people who had belief in them to contest this election. Absolutely. They have truly disappointed. They will come and talk and say all manner of things, but they have disappointed people.
I mean, levels of meticulousness.
What are you talking about?
Look, Chairman,
the last election, George had over 20 people endorsing his form.
Kurt's camp. Who and list of endorsed. Oh man. What's that?
Say no, these people they are not among them. It's not missing. Chairman, advice now the moment. No more funny.
Ketokaku's endorsement we understand is about 20.
Yeah, 20.
Saniety.
Yeah.
Georgia Free, the last election, you had over 25 endorsements.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, more than 10 crowd endorsement form. So my point is that you know that I say at least say 5.
Yes,
at least 5. But man, we go understand there's so much chicken can I mean try to mean election, you know, say nominated by a member and supported by
endorsements.
Oh, let me tell you. Say, you have been in the system before. You know how people were disqualified.
Absolutely. You don't joke with that process.
Then Jeff tells you that
you don't joke with that.
He's a signatory to a club's. Then you just agree. Wabra and listen. Unim same way say in fact technicalities crime memory sadena. You have on the face value. Look at the dates involved here.
Yeah.
The last day for you to file your nomination was on the 11th of was on the 10th.
Yeah.
Because 11th don't release the full list.
Yeah.
Of August. So they find 11th of August. 10 days later, Nibana Sawa de Namawu. 10 days later, you go to vetting. Then on the 22nd, after the Victory Warriors also letter say, Jeff, your signature.
What?
How can you make this mistake?
George was not on top of issue. Like he was not on top of issue. Because you should be vigilant in this issue. I was saying, who said, do we have this? Before even going for the vetting, let's not make it sure.
Look at the people who endorsed George's forms.
Yeah.
I'm over Jantua, president of the Chelsea.
Yes.
The FA cannot even ask questions.
Exactly the point.
Absolutely.
George, CEO of the Diana Stars.
Absolutely.
Can never ask a question.
Never.
Senior football person.
What you say?
Abdul Salam,
your president.
President.
Anna, Bekum City, there's another side. This is my point. My main point is if you are confident, say now 10 Premier League clubs, and now you're 5 in power. Get the same level of people endorsing for you.
Absolutely.
Because what created the impression in the minds of people that you were even struggling for endorsement. That is why you had to make Jeff sign.
I understand your point.
What's important?
Yeah, I understand your point.
And see, wow, yama, confidence I also exude. No, some of you GDSO, Kurt is the George is the change that is coming to the FA. Senya no kwa ma Kurt a good run for its money. Maybe a 45% to 55. Now the football family is very divided.
Yeah, exactly.
One way to say maybe a man for the human. You need 5 good endorsements to qualify. 5.
Chema, it might be say unya
5.
Because
so unya 5 endorsement and you hear some understanding.
Chema, the list of those you mentioned. Also, the list of those you mentioned are more endorsing. To say Mr. Jantua Amone Adeno. Also, these people are not no matter being a free president. And because the system is such that at the end of first one or over to in this one wenya. Bebrena surom. So be in and in Bebre or home motisa.
Bebre so as
might also be, but Bebre so or Musu say, Yekoyi and maybe I might be victimized.
Yeah, any see radio. New what you are saying. If I was reliably informed, say Bichim was for George. Bichim was for George. That's what I heard.
Okay.
But Kabichem be replace Victory Club a year. Can George form me
okay.
So my point is say obi hu we are. The backward you mean say and you now break to get the last one.
Absolutely. Someone even in the
and how much Jeff saying na the backward you so kwen say and you say a man so you can not be convincing an army yaw.
Emma
yes as statutory declaration tin and we fee say sign no.
Someone in this
how people will think
this. Someone in this political process.
But I wasn't by the time you know. Because maybe Kajere free and someone contacted 50,000 no because they don't want it to look like as a minister and on the pay every president. What does it? Minister to campaign. It's almost Janessa. But when you say Emrani Anyan and Rechi. Judge Free and Ketokeko, whoever is interested in being a friend say a presidential candidate knows that you need one club or an official of a member association or a member of the association to nominate you. And you need 5 endorsements, at least 5 endorsements. And before what's inside
someone in a political process, baby vetting from JSS now to presidential vetting. I want a mafia in Yakosu. You have to be extremely smart on because say bibi besi e ho ne besi. Unya tra vetting dim ba ballot paper so there. Eno no unyame. But there she nipa nsa no, nipa 4 or 5 nsa no. The legal advice Kakraba said George Mo should request for a transcript of the WhatsApp videos.
Yeah. I know. That's a legal for the video you won't get. Video, I'll be on what but the transcript is just like the video. Yeah. Because can we? Baby, transcript.
Yeah.
Oh, Osaya, all those things. But seriously, Nelam Samotek Bekana Samosini endorsements Unyano. Omo Yemen, baby withdraw endorsement, Avinaka 3, Nesem qualify. My point is this: George is like a brother.
Yes.
George, you were at the FA. That time you were the chief of staff.
Yes.
Of Nyantechi.
Yes.
You went on to become the vice. Yes. It is how lie we
unim so odotei nipa be bram dia diomo nipa be bre.
No am here to edu. No am here to edu say ako vetting. One member who signed your form Nidini FAO as a member of a club.
Yes.
I tried now last time in Jeffrey Asai Kasa.
Okay.
In fact, Miami Munswe, the Miami blame me because I think some many Miami let's Google battles here.
Okay.
Or friend me friend on that. Also ni Ghana.
Yeah.
Because I be one of the things about George campaign plan say Victory Warriors can decide to also take the matter up.
Yes, as a member of the association.
As a member of the association.
Yeah.
Say their legal rights.
Yes.
To Bibi.
Yeah. I also creative woman creative Bibi party as well.
And yes, I
can about 50,000.
Say no crime so say. Truthfully. And no crime so say akumemu. So Jeffrey was struggling to get 5 endorsements. Yeah. He might as well decide to step down from the FA presidency. If it's true. Say no crese, he was struggling to get 5. No, as I say, Obiente Mazimi said because you need at least Onya say 63 and I had 62. Onya 62 votes to win the elections.
Yeah.
But I say 62. So Onya 62 votes to win the elections. Now you were struggling to get 5 endorsements. You might as well decide to stop. But say be our people on bend, but not on per se. Obe give you out. Ebia because obi o declare support man ben become so obi abehu. Inti ebi obe sign but onim so on confirm no there. Then he should pursue this case and ensure that his name or picture appears on the ballot. Norman Twaban. Elections Committee of the Ghana Football Association. This association is really struggling in terms of its reputation. It's an association that is seen as mafia. And I know some of you are watching and listening. Mr. Remo, I'm not saying condone to any illegal something, but I know there's somewhere in the law, submission and examination of candidatures for the executive council. Anybody who becomes a member, who becomes the president of the FA becomes the chairman of the executive council. So invariably, it affects you. They say when there are errors or mistakes in AMO form now, you are supposed to call them in writing.
Yeah, I think 3 days.
Then you give them 3 days to correct that.
Yeah.
Tinalami out the end of the day. Jeff, the end I feel technically Jeff no fighting me around men to be but anami out the end. The statutory declaration was there, but the signature wasn't there. A honuna almost say any honor was a Kibian from say, I have one sign it.
Na na chairman signature ni pay na normal business one sign be so our bank no cry to me from say
one sign
signature until you say this chairman
processes no one cry why area and just appending the signature no they should have been sharp. I really agree. Say nkomo nka we cry so sign na nkomo kwa the paper be bia e genuine no mo come
so declaration e bia ni bakonyo na osmo bi na afonso agwago ya na ba the signature a legitimize
at the end.
Anyway, so that's the FA elections and all the things, all the matters about it. Seriously, we would love to see a very transparent, fair, grounded elections. Of course, I mean, in all indications, Ketekwegu is the favorite to win it. Even if, because incumbency, you know, the kind of open declarations being made by clubs for him, let's say, on the favorite, but fair contest.
Yeah.
Fair contest.
No more my incumbent so time. Ghana Football Awards in our FM.
There no cross so no nan come your problem ka carry back be
Ghana Football Awards. Yentien sama every president. Or the two every president say amu ye bibia to change sadie na e Ghana say ni bank or born. Omo ye ho adwuma.
Let us also think about how we're going to bring our 12th man back to football. Our 12th man is our fun. Call our 12th man our supporter. It is the collective responsibility of all of us here in Guarded to play our respective parts in ensuring that as we dine and wine, as we celebrate, we do this knowing very well that we have a role to play in bringing back the 12th man of football. This is our challenge in the new season. This is my challenge to every club owner. This is my challenge to every CEO. This is my challenge to all our general managers, general administrators of our football clubs, whether in the Premier League, in coast leagues, in women's leagues, in the Division 1 league across the country. Some of our fans have become passive. We need to make them active. Some of the active ones need encouragement to stay being active. And most importantly, all of us have a collective responsibility to deliver new funds to football. Where are the ladies in football? We need to go after them. Where are the young kids in football? We need to go after them. It is my responsibility. It is also your responsibility. And together, we can bring the love back to football. We are talking about the consumers of our game.
Okay, Intiano every president in Sama or the Etudra, I don't know. 30 years of Kreku. Na Ekoso FA said in Ghana Football Association. Omo awards omo yeah, and club of the season went to Mediama. Said no. Coach of the season come out Gessenado to Mediama. If I'm Mediama sweep all the awards. Goalkeeper of the season come out Felix Che of Mediama. Now Felix Che is no that no or Kaila and no go Mediama. It's yade okay, whatever. Champion, okay. Anyway, but goal of the season come out Eric Zeze of Asante Kotoko. Top scorer of the season Abednego Tete. I know some of the awards no and also Ebino no. Now interesting awards you have. Okay, FA Cup because the best branded club come out Asante Kotoko. That's a huge
chairman criteria near day. The omunyina so near day.
In terms of branding, say I am sure say Ebia branding in terms of
there should be some metrics.
Metrics, of course, there will be metrics to measure.
No doubt about that. Because even the sponsors and the people who are associated with the club around that time, all their matron and the bars around, I think it will be our
and the branding. But it looked like they were
looked like, but maybe there's a certain standard.
The bars around
them.
Yeah.
Near other clubs, no. They didn't look like somebody had better branding in terms of how they position their brand. Branding comes in a lot of forms. I mean, how even people, how to draw the eyes of the people to the club very important. Only the mommy, yes, sure, some of them are Asante Kotoko. Kotoko Bass, now how even they branded it. Look at their jerseys, how they branded it. Kotoko home games, how they almost
picked one of initiatives to say.
Aside that, look at Kotoko presence on social media. How they made it look like. But hugely. Kotoko signing player, how the graphics of the first night table will be the pen, pen the blue, yellow, and the sardine. I feel say. And
if you have innovation, instead of virtual seats issues or I think that one they deserve.
And most vibrant club, Asante Kotoko.
On social media.
Social media, of course, vibrant.
They have the numbers, and there is no doubt.
Best supporters come as Summertex, 1996.
Also grounds near there.
I am sure some had consistency. They be an
okay.
They be an I say Summertex don't know about.
Yeah, because the society is so close to the club. But so much like that.
My solution, my idea is say next year awards, no, best branded club.
Metrics.
Okay.
Ballon d'Or.
Your metric.
I said they have the metrics, but don't mind release. That's the thing. They have the metrics. But Summertex then because of how we do summer boy
society
the town's team. The money yes
okay.
Division 1 also discovery of the season went to Richmond. Apokum of Atram Divisie.
Oh yeah, that guy's
goalkeeper of the season is Solomon Ohininimu. Best player of the season come Baba Hamada Musa of Sky FC. Also me Mark Commission of the Year Alex Ayine. Michael in 2. Now Yamra FA Cup category. It looks like Ghana Obiji Adibe on a coach of the season.
Me one issue be so ma me raise.
I raise issue.
Best referee the man dey need ma.
Yamano Elantra, right?
Yeah, Elantra. Brand new Elantra.
And now best player the man dey.
20,043-inch television.
Now two when they the flagship award.
Almost say
of the whole competition.
Almost say referees no almost bribe dodo. Enti yema car obe pre car no unko bribe.
It's your man referee no car.
And the best player.
And best player TV.
And here yes idea. Because the flagship award is the best player. What would you want to boys no?
I was no guess I no cry on say.
Eso mkwaje car the break player no.
I was no.
Ah, let's say my wow obe esa awards.
E kaka cry bi anka mbeka say Dr. UN awards but I'll be charitable to them.
Referee no fa car
I'll be charitable.
Dr. UN awards.
Na jama say awards o mo chiche.
How much chiche?
Asemo de bi make say don't give the incumbent time. Your mind incumbent time.
I want to say the campaign.
Na chema referee na man car no so omkwaje car for what
awards no chama hold on
referees association
awards we nomination by last week events no ba so this week chama say the why events why events
and chema say be ball league na best referee be nya car na best player nya 20 TV
plus 20,000
chama yeah awards we o yankwaje car ni sisi
awards no so share program na nipa mu winning awards be brand to me amadwumadi na se cause no accommodation no transportation semi free tamale na me bank crime program start at 6 p.m. mo pon 11 na
I say anti biaos
me wia meda hin me na auditorium ho na say me nya den
why no me do I say okopa transfer on the ticket go
so yes there's a lot of room for improvement because this is the very first time and them say almost bare 10 years now I've been talking about FA awards about motivate or more and all of that so the idea is brilliant but execution was
Mr. Going forward I mean this is not maybe to discourage referees to be too.
That's the essence.
But my point is the essence. No one you careful when you look at the other side. Which make the argument is that I'm a referee. I'm a referee. I know I'm not interested in the referee of the season.
Yeah.
If I get 3 games, I can buy 2 Elantras.
Exactly. Referee the answer go and apply.
2 games. Wait until Elantra 2.
Exactly. Go and apply the rules.
Referee. Maybe referee. I'll bet you bribe. Oh, play and so.
Exactly.
Because say players in the end who check referee for them. Because a player and say nice okay me I'm not interested in player of the season. But they tell us me some match we me gang of 5 a 3-1 who cost rubber from correct score 3-1 now why Maxwell
no me channel say oh yeah
Maxwell
oh chama enya wasem no
Maxwell
chama enya wasem
Maxwell yo mami kasem no oh yes sir any baby, but to encourage people, imagine said you see Brandon no Ghana Premier League player of the season. Near Brandy Kano. Normally, you are not supposed to take off the branding until after a year or so.
Yeah.
It's now you're nice. Sir, you've been just saddened because you say even referees come on for with the meanings. So the referee your favorites of Mpenifobini. That and look at the baby Oko England cry. Akwe on yadi de bi omandi boy. Your friend say, "Oh, I tell onim body." So the bia on one day obey mistakes on. Sisi asna sa the bia bad the kind was. But KVA season no. The best players should at least get a car. If the referee is getting a car, if the referee is getting a car, the player of the season should
also get a car. No, across.
Now, why won't they do papa? You call back, you call referee, and that's a correct player.
Across.
If you are letting the referee live like superstars, now players now call ordinary stars. How can people come to stadium? Say so,
no, not necessarily.
Can you pay me?
Absolutely. Eric Bakwe mo nyina we ni bi o Ghana. No.
Yeah.
Eric Bakwe mo ne Kwakwesien. Omo nyina agege cars ni bi pay. Nti na car ni kodi referee wa. Why don't you give the player also a car? And it will motivate even some of the boys to stay in this country. Goal of the season, Chairman, and also goal of the season. How many committee members? Because Chairman,
goal of the season, and they go against Diana Stars.
Chairman, Jeremiah Mediama versus King Faisal. Samuel Kusi go no first goal Samuel Kusi share.
Okay, my friend says at the end of so my.
Oh yes.
Okay. Samuel Kusi go the
Samuel Kusi.
Shadak, you better choose go manya butre. Go. Ini.
Samuel Kusi go against Mediama. This was against the best goalkeeper of the
season. Yes.
The season. No? This was a goal.
Away at Mediama. Samuel Kusi for King Faisal. Okay.
Go no share any.
Yere go ni bim.
Amazing goal.
Very good. Good. I say, Maniaji good no pa. We bet more than 30 yards.
Yeah.
About 40 yards. That's a beautiful goal.
Amazing goal.
That's a good goal.
Gladson Awaku. Hard to work versus Accra Lions. Gladson Awaku first goal.
Okay.
The goal from Gladson Awaku.
Okay.
The build-up play.
Okay.
Build-up. Proper team goal.
Okay. Oh, the touches.
Wow. What a goal.
Okay.
What a goal.
Okay. That is Awaku's goal.
Yes.
That's a good strike. Okay. Aaron says at the end, they are winning, you know. They are winning, so. That's also. That's the most you will as I was going to be too much,
for born with Chikaka.
Or placebo. This is also a very beautiful goal.
Yeah, very beautiful.
This is also very beautiful. But in all honesty, I think Kusi's goal should be the goal of the season.
That's my point. Chairman, Osha nominations now. Pate go Shema Arsenal. Kamal Dean Sowa go Shema. Kudus go Shema Ajax against Zeze. But on the local front, there were super goals. Until I know, it's a person make us say Dr. UN Awards, but remember more time.
Dr. UN, Nansengo, Dr. UN, more hand, mommy. Or the loan bills out of the dinner. UN, many pardon about died on me. I'm framing that. I was of the numbers only by the idea. No joke with the move business. Me knows the business.
We are hoping that next year, next year, Omo Awards the much better. Nominations, no, I was said about at least 2 months before the award. Nominees, no provide accommodation, any transport, amomo. Na criteria the goal of the season, brand of the season, say of the season. Ni committee members or moto swaba.
But in all these awards, a branch association. A referees watch.
Oh yes.
Referees corner. Referee Emmanuel Dolagbanu was named as assistant referee of the season, male. And Dola. You congratulate you. My word, you need but you say just the play of the season yaka.
And the fact.
And
we cry so chama mo ya ni 2-bedroom flat bi kra mana.
Am I player
no 2-bedroom. Oh, chairman. Now you're fair. I am fair 2-bedroom nice. Ubo now your best player at least ube ko wo dan ki
2-bedroom
because me kai kwesi ne Eric Bekwemo edru baby na car na emre. O say car there chairman.
Car there of course.
Value.
Car there the value as you use
it. They should find ways of
maybe a 2-bedroom. Be no matter it means that we have to choose the best person, the true player of the season. Vincent, I think I love the season. He deserved it.
Yeah, I think the highest scoring.
And I one of those seasons out in the player behind there. And you know, defender
as the champion of the league there, and the captain and the goal
award. You say a man top scorer, and so I'm saying she was not awarded or something.
A man top scorer.
I think 17 goal, one or Usu girl, but she was not awarded.
Yeah, man award maybe.
Only in TSC a Jeka and referees, no.
The record, we have in the end. You also get
Chema minim the entire.
I see my money.
Chema minim the entire on the main adjon.
My man one city crowd.
Never. When you award crash, she was not even mentioned, but the referee Najeka.
Oh, as the top goal scorer.
Chairman.
Chine was some money planned.
At least be part to show. No referee there, you only go to the
field. As was hardly there.
Yes, now why you so Randy I hear
my incumbent timer. Obe failure ma. Obe failure din ma. I'm telling you, I have no facts to back my assertion, but I'm telling you the budget for this program, you can't debate it. Oh, but mama incumbent type.
But let's say whoever the committee, the executive council members, because definitely they also approve the executive council level. As much as I feel, say was here boy na referee for any bribe no. I also have one sooner outstanding players in our league. And so your mom be almost a mom stay. Now mom so feel say stay in normal you don't ball league in Faso. The Ghana Premier League player of the season. I think Tanning that's what my cast because every team you my arrangement so your partners we get the person a Kaibia 4x4 be no team. Near presidents nibi. Ebia goalkeeper of the season when you sit down back. Defender of the season, BB, so that the players at least when they drive there, other players will also feel motivated. Say, me target this award. Oh, now BB, but the question I'm a referee card, I'm a player TV. Now referee player me nyaba so be oh, and I'm say the bia yam fa de ba kun share team. Obo so who the most important people in footballer. And your players. Yan shade. Sabo the center. Now referee back na players are my team mobile. Be it association football, be it infantry ball, be it inter-areas, be it interdepartmentals, be it fan games. Only me ever born me turn referee for them park. Say teams players there is no show. Association football players ba na board how na referee ama association football team decides okay yeah more because we need an official but all others infantry ball interiors interdepartmentals fan games referee ama you be obi am na di even in association football say referee ama center referee ama now the three other referees no buy yet me adjust it for the fourth referee to be the center and near the ball no. So all I'm saying is that the most important people in football are your players. Who you players now? Every another referee for aba. Me jinama me atoto omo wi na fans aba. Oh. Porcupine Tertiary was also a mom award. Those boys should have been awarded.
Supporters of the year in this annual man.
Ebia President Special Award.
Yes.
Ebia
chairman supporters of the year. Porcupine for no. Porcupine for no.
Porcupine Tertiary should have been awarded.
Absolutely. Because awards we no chairman.
Porcupine Tertiary do baby no. Not we fabulous for them penny for no crown no more confusion. It's another boys who were like no more madam. Oh, Musiawa, they will be complain. But I say, my young Sembian and they quite serious issues.
No, but those boys, the kind of commitment. And on him said, Mr. President, they can say, encourage students, the young people, and these are boys in the university. We say there are times when they are writing exams, but they still go and support Asante Kotoko in buses and they also say summer text because of summer boy how the administration they created this now. There can be a special award. That's a special recognition award for efforts, because let's not forget this is Ghana Football Association Awards, and let's not forget when the Black Stars came to play against Angola, they called these boys out. The boys came in their numbers, filled the stands at the point, and Omuchi Jama all through. So you recognize them. Oh, you give them a certain level of recognition. And this season, next season, okay, young boy Chinkomo.
Slightly on Vincent Atinga's situation.
Vincent Atinga's situation, yes.
1 year contract. I'm doing say football. No, Ghana had almost signed 2 years and 2 seasons. No, almost presented one calendar year, but per 1 season. Into 10,000 a month.
Now, calendar year is a boom.
So still Ghana football. So who say league no na junction that's we into Obian who say September to and May to June.
Calendar year they say go so calendar year.
The be chama football no say na esi aye no.
And also in season because season can go anywhere.
Yes, okay the calendar year dia. Who the calendar year you are safer.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
And no mom more safer. Mama show dinta. Calendar year means that from January to December.
Yes.
That's one calendar year.
Yes.
Now, say Yajin Junction. Yajin Junction to so league delay 4 months. Now your ball league no. Now league travel beyond the year. Scope of the year now. A chance say year no calendar year now so. But the league is still in session.
Yeah,
but when you sign for a season, a season means that a football season. So whether it delays or it doesn't, a football season.
Yes, but Chairman, in the case of Atinga or signing now, 11 September 2024. So that time no obeko so person tu kwanya na transfer market for the proper leagues ni and the season is shorter than the calendar year.
Of course, yeah.
100,000 a month, 50,000,
100,000 a month.
Yeah, 10,000 a month. 50,000 Ghana cedis signing on fee. But the problem is season or calendar year. And the province, he's a free agent today.
Ghana Premier League. Well, yeah, to me, I'm not Asante Kotoko about friendly. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, any instructor, man. Now, I mean, a lot of the young chaps, they need a lot of time to gel. A lot of time. I know Senwana Manfonji too happy with the Kotoko's performance, but personally, I wasn't. But, when you think about it, you realize that these are a lot of young players who are coming in. And without the likes of Lamte, without the likes of Blay, any other thing, but you call Dr. Daoud Aswe a bar. Because Stephen Menu be Wakasa. Na some more kinds of sister Kalu Atara now at Udimika. Abaso Baba Henson near pa dia. There be.
Team need and you're bad. But they can say, I was sign up 1 month a pre-season count. Yeah, because we are boys in here, new players, and a coach in the building. And Tinama connection, I would team no and said I'm and I was so I was high profile matches with more Senegal boys no meet my jelly system. And to me who say too early, and I said supporters no best petty win resource no a bad too early amount within short time the team the I said team in 1 month pre-season I can't and sign a be a team that my jelly because team we are almost 90% United new players in Kwa. Yes, and coach Obebre. Oh, and our coach time about BG League no. Not team and Kasa or mature players in Suum. But we now call young players, upcoming players. Obi Okrafin or try Premier Nibiabe. Yes, and Ebema Ajumana ID.
We are striker. Na or Jumadi as a player, I striking rule. Kalu Atara, who say,
and then me who he like me who be Piano. I met Marca say strike away there. Obetima lead here to the Golden Land because I didn't know why I need there. And I make Kano.
Okay, Steve Menu Asamo Kai, no. You ever saw there in some of the dorsal. Nina, and Ghana friendly, about the China. any all those things ever. So Hearts of Oak so unbeaten. In fact, it's not just unbeaten, winning streak. Pre-season, Hearts of Oak and Oma can say almost Nations FC come and the number of Hearts of Oak fans who went there to support the team, it means that the Phobian spread is coming back for the Phobians. Then Calvin say was the toast of the fans. That guy is a great chap. I mean, when you talk about talent, OBBB is a cast in the mode of Dan Coleman when he's defending and Steven Tete when he's with the ball. I'm just hoping he can live up to that level. Hearts of Oak started season on Friday. I'm going to season as I'm going to RTU into the Ghana Premier League in Bakoni Bibiano. Yeah, they want some eba. Yango Dr. Dawood say na Shadrack bon komoka kaivia. Ya ba betwa so nsam no ebi ho a be bani aba be hwe no akodoko highlights no. Ya ba be hwe Hearts of Oak. As game no highlights kakra. And then summer no so, and of course the Black Stars of Ghana. New changes are here to our team. Emeni Liberia Bebo Nyame Adwachna. Baba Rahman has been replaced by Fatau Hamidu. Shadrack, Bibiamo Kode.
Nyame Adom chairman.
Yanko Dr. Dawood say